I have this like little section of free time once a month, and I do want to be creative with wrestling, but there's something about like the creative side and the booking side and the producing side that I really get my teeth into. I think the European largest gate for a women's show is held by Eve at 1,000 people. I want to break that record.
Welcome back to Grapple Theory. Thank you for joining us once again. And now I'm going to bring you something very special, something not in the norm for Grapple Theory at all, because I was given the opportunity to have just a few minutes with Will Ospreay, AEW superstar, one of the best wrestlers in the world, undoubtedly, about his time working with Pro Wrestling Eve. As you know, we're all about indies here on Grapple Theory. And so I didn't ask him about AEW or anything like that. I'm asking him about his work with Pro Wrestling Eve and the fact that he's been enjoying it so much, something really historic that he wants to put on as well for the all-women's promotion here based in the UK in London. So without any further ado, I'll let you enjoy that. Here's me chatting with Will Ospreay. I did have a little fumble at the start of recording, so here's him from answering on my question, where I asked him about what got him involved with working at Eve, and also about how he was saying what got him started with producing an incredible match between Alex Windsor and Charlie Morgan.
I started producing it. It was one of my favourite matches that I've ever produced ever. Like the girls went about like 45 minutes and it was just blood everywhere. It was just blood and guts. That's all it was. I really had fun doing it. And then Dan asked me, hey, do you want to do this one? And he would just give me little nuggets of a match to give. And then I started implementing like little things with the cameras and things that I learned when I was over in Japan. And then it just at one point, I cannot remember how it even happened, but he just went, do you want to come in? And I just thought, you know what, like I have this like little section of free time once a month, and I do want to be creative with wrestling. And I don't think I have it in me to run my own promotion, just because there's so much that needs to go into it. But there's something about like the creative side and the booking side and the producing side that I really get my teeth into. And the main thing that I love about it is it's all girls. There's a lot of times where girls will be put in like a tag match and they don't know what like the formula actually is for a tag match, because on indie shows like a Progress or a Rev Pro, like you hardly ever get more than one women's match. So a lot of the times it will just be the one women's singles match, and they know how to do that, but like they're normally constructed and formulated in like a 12 to 15 minutes lot. And with Eve, they're the show, like they're the main players. So we can tell whatever stories we want and we can organize it in different ways. And I never really imagined it like that. And just to see their enthusiasm and their face light up when we're trying different things that they've never done before. Like I've been working with a bunch of girls like Lucy Sky and Nightshade. Al's obviously the main one I've been working with because it's my missus, but honestly, there's so many. Harley Hudson's where I've been working with, been really. Lucia Lee has come on leaps and bounds as well. Like I'm so impressed with how much she has come on board. But I can't help but feel like there is momentum on our side right now, and there's something in me that really wants to do something daring and wants to like. I think the European largest gate for a women's show is held by Eve at 1,000 people. I want to break that record. And I have the resources with AEW and Ring of Honor. I have the relationship with Stardom that I have, and myself and Dan really want to collaborate to one day, maybe towards the end of this year, we want to go for like a big venue and see if we can put in the largest European all-women's gate.
I was going to say, I know that you and Dan have been speaking about that. I know Dan's been very vocal about it. Like, do you think it's doable? Do you think
I think it is, because I think a lot of the people, I think a lot of women's wrestling now is coming to the forefront, and the women can do things just as good as the guys if you're giving them the time. And at Eve, we give them the time and we give them the ability to be able to tell their story how they want to do it. And the fact that I get to put like these fine little details behind it, honestly, the momentum shifting our way. Like I've got people like Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, Queen Aminata, all saying like we would love to come over to Eve. The name is getting out there. So for me, this is about striking while the iron is hot.
Amazing. So my final question for you then, I'm going to say you can't say Alex because she's your missus, and I think Emmy will be a little bit biased. And also she's already appeared in AEW and stuff like that. But like, if you're talking one wrestler from the Eve locker room who you look at and you're like, they're going to be signed, who do you look at and you think that's them?
In terms, so like, there's two that I want to say, but for different reasons. Myla Grace has a star potential about her. Like, her costume is super flamboyant. I love that when she moves, all these tassels move everywhere. The blonde on her, she just, everything about her just says and screams star. I would also say, though, just because of her in-ring work is better than a lot of the guys that I see, a lot of the guys in top positions as well. I say is with every bit of ounce of respect for everybody, but Nina Samuels is head and shoulders above a lot of people in this scene and does not get her flowers. I remember seeing her years ago and she's saying like, I love doing the indies. This is when she was signed with NXT. And I remember saying to her like, I feel like she needs to do these type of indies just because like NXT UK is great for just getting a regular money guarantee, but it's just got a stink about it that like a lot of the indie fans just don't enjoy. A lot of the intimate fans just don't enjoy it. I respect it for what it was, but it's just something that they didn't enjoy, right? Her coming over and doing these barn burner matches like constantly throughout every independent that she ever done, she like solidified herself as this kind of like, I can do this easy TV crap that I can do, but like here I'm a different animal, and if somebody would just give her the spotlight like what Eva's done, she can show that she is a main player. I'd honestly, if I could sign anyone and it's not my missus, like I generally would sign Nina Samuels in a heartbeat.
Yeah, spot on. It's spot on. Final one then next. Okay, so I'll ask because I know I've taken up a lot of your time, but talk to me about the Triple H spot at the Multiverse Rumble.
It was a laugh. Like, I don't know why anyone's like, people think you're way too much in this. People just need to remember, I like to have a laugh. I like to see things and go, that's funny. We should do it.
And it was.
Yeah, and look all the publicity you got.
Look at that. I spoke to Safra and Anita for the podcast, and they were like, Anita didn't think it was going to go that big, and Saf warned her, like, you know, this is going to go huge, right? And she was like, nah, let it.
No, it was, for sure it was, but it was just, like, the one thing I do hope is I hope that doesn't come to bite her later on down the line, because that is my idea. You dressed up as Triple H. I saw it. It was like, it'd be funny. And it blew up and it was funny. Everyone, relax.